Subtract 17 over 8 minus 5 over 6. Whenever subtracting fractions, you need to have the same denominator. Well, these denominators are different. This is an 8 and this is a 6. So if you want to make a least common denominator and the numbers aren't obvious, you go off to the side and you find a bunch of multiples for each denominator, and the number that appears in both lists the first time, that's going to be your least common denominator. So let's write out multiples for 8. We'll do 8, 16, 24, 32. Let's go to 40 and maybe take a break there. For 6, we have 6, 12, 18, and look at that, 24. Now, the moment you get to a number that repeats, that is your least common denominator. So our least common denominator is 24. So how do I make both denominators equal to 24? Well, think of what you need to multiply to 8 to get to 24. Well, if you look at 8, it took us 1, 2, 3 multiples to get to 24, so 8 times 3 is 24. Whatever you do to the bottom number, you have to do to the top number as well, so I'm going to multiply 17 to 3 also. Now, the other denominator is 6. How do I make that 24? We'll multiply it by 4. So multiply the denominator by 4 and multiply the numerator by 4 also. So once we do that, we have to turn each fraction into its new fraction so we can finally subtract. 3 times 17. Well, that's a tough one, and there's nothing wrong with going off to the side like we did over here and trying to find out what 3 times 17 is. So I'm going to do 17 times 3. 3 times 7 is 21. Carry over the 2. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5, and you get 51. So 3 times 17 is 51, and 3 times 8 is 24. Now we subtract, and we're going to subtract what we get after we multiply this fraction by 4. So 5 times 4 is 20, and 6 times 4 is 24. Now we have the same denominator, and once they're the same denominator, you subtract fractions by combining the numerators like you normally would. 51 minus 20 is 31. Now you keep the denominator exactly the way it is, and we get 31 over 24. Now this is an improper fraction. I want a mixed number, so I'm going to see how many times 24 goes into 31. Well, 24 goes into 31 one time. 1 times 24 is 24. Subtract. And 31 minus 24 is 7. So with no numbers to drop down, my remainder is 7. So how do we write this as a mixed number? The number that I get up here, the quotient, is the whole number that goes in front of the fraction. My remainder is going to be my new numerator, and 24, my old denominator, stays my denominator. So when all is said and done, I get 1 and 7/24.